Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and freaks of nature of all ages. My name is Brian Bad Hippie Jackson, and welcome back to Let's Build. In this episode, in the last episode, we brought in our first 6 textures, 3 diffuse maps, 3 normal maps, and fixed our first 3 materials, although we haven't replaced any of the materials on the map yet. In this one, we're going to bring in the rest of our textures, and I did remember to save out 2 of those textures as TGAs unconverted from their original form, so that you can see what happens when you try to bring in textures that are completely off-sized, and I just simply labeled them as bad. So we're going to go ahead and do those first. So we're going to click import. We're going to go ahead and browse down to the folder where we have our textures in there, and the ones we're going to grab first is doors bad and line 1 bad. And we're going to go ahead and open those up. Compression settings should be default. Now the doors shouldn't come in at all because the sizing is so off-sized that it should give us an import failed. So let's see what happens. Import failed. So that's what happens when you leave some of them at the completely wrong size. It just will not import it at all. So we click OK. Now this one, line 1 bad, will still come in, but when we click OK, the texture you are importing is not a power of 2. Non-power of 2 textures are never streamed and have no mini-maps. Proceed? No. But I wanted you to see, and that's going to give us an import failed, I wanted you to see what happens when you try to do that. Now you could have gone ahead and brought the non-power of 2 texture in and used it, but of course you can never stream it, and you won't have any mini-maps. Not that I work with that stuff a whole lot, but if I do decide to work with that stuff, I want textures that I can work with. So we're going to go ahead and click import again, and since we've already brought in all of our barrels, we're going to go ahead and bring in our black, which is actually this Calico whatever black thing. I just renamed it. And then we're going to bring in our regular diffuse TGAs, and just like we did last time, we're going to leave the normals alone until the second map. Now this is the doors that have been resized to a power of 2, so they should work just fine. We're not going to need the lamp at all. That's the line that was resized to a power of 2, so it should work just fine, and the rest of them should also work just fine. Hopefully I did everything right. And I did change that roofing from roofing metal standing seam red to just roofing red because duh, long names bug me and it makes it hard for me to find shit. So there we go. So we're going to bring all of those in because with those just being diffuse textures, we don't have to worry about compression settings. We can leave them at normal. So we're just going to one at a time click OK. Just in case we did something wrong, we will know exactly which texture we screwed up on so we can go fix it. And there we go. Looks like all of them came in just fine. All those textures came in just fine. So we're going to click up there and we're going to save. Alright, now we're going to go back into textures. We're going to hit import. And we're going to start bringing in our normal maps. There we go. And all we have to do for the normal maps is take the compression settings from default to normal map, and once again we're going to go ahead and do it one at a time instead of clicking OK to all, just in case I accidentally did something wrong. I'll know exactly which one I screwed up on. And there we go, just like that. So we're going to go ahead and save again. Alright, and now we're going to get our box, our crate textures. We're not going to need these box textures. The box textures are for the metal boxes. I don't want to use any metal boxes in this, so I'm going to go ahead and delete the 3 box textures since they're not being used, are the box materials. Then I'm going to go ahead, and we don't have any textures for those, so we can get rid of those 3 box materials. We're going to go ahead and save. We're going to go back into materials, and we're going to start with our crate textures and our doors. I may as well go ahead and do the black. We're not going to need the lamp black either. So let's just go ahead and do the 2 crates and the doors first. Right click, edit using material editor. Now the crates and the doors are of course made of wood, so we're going to go ahead and drop UT3 open. Environments and physical materials. We'll fully load that, and then we're going to go down to the bottom and we're going to select wood, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that all of these have a wood physical material. Now it's not like we're actually going to be walking on the doors unless we decide to take one of a door model and lay it down, but it's still not a bad idea to just go ahead and get used to giving physical materials to things. For instance, the crates, the crates are at a size where we will be able to jump on them, and when we jump onto a wooden crate, we don't want it to sound like dirt, we want it to sound like wood. So we went ahead and gave it a wood physical material. Now this is crate 4, so we're going to delete that color. We're going to close this up because we don't need it anymore. Well, we will be needing it here shortly, so may as well leave it open. Get back into textures, and we're looking for crate 4. There's crate 4 right there. Hold T, left click, select the normal map for crate 4, hold T, left click, normal map to normal map. We already have our physical material in, so we can save that. There we go. And we're going to build these materials just like we've always done. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this recording and finish building the materials. Okay, so we've got all that done. Our materials are made, as you can see, and I went ahead and added the proper physical materials to them all. It looks like most of our map is actually done up using this edge color and edge color. I don't know why. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into map. We're going to pop this bad boy open. And yeah, it looks like all of our materials use one of those edge colors. So we're just going to go down to, okay, wall 1. So let's see where wall 1 is and see if that actually worked properly, or if it put it on those boxes. The boxes should not have a wall texture. They should have a crate or a box texture. I don't know why wall 1 was transferred to that. So let's go ahead and go back into materials. And we want the side of all of our boxes and crates to be crate 4. So let's replace that right there. And that's going to make those all crate 4. It's going to make that crate 4. Alright, now that we got that done, we'll close it up. Let's see what this one is and where it's at. Not seeing it. Where is it at? Well, if it doesn't immediately pop up, let's look at this one. Okay, that is the other side. We want to use crate 4 on that as well. Okay, and we'll close that one up. We'll leave this one open because it's going to be the last one we do. That one looks to be our tires. Yep, I think so. So let's go ahead and look at these tires. I think that's the outer edge of the tires. If so, we're going to need that. And let's click the little green arrow. And that is our outer edge of our tires. And this last one should be the remainder of our crate tops. Right down here. And it is. So let's do that right there. And we've only got 2 textures that we couldn't find, and I think that is where we had previously had lights that aren't there anymore. So we're going to go ahead and save that real quick, that we got that done. And then we're going to go ahead and build all. Alright, that's got the build done, so paths, lighting, all that kind of good stuff. And if we hit play, there we go. Now once again, I said the textures are not going to be fantastic because they're just not fantastic, but they're going to be close enough, and it's going to give us a textured map that we can walk around on, we can run around on, and also if there's anything missing, if we missed something, we'll be able to find it when we walk around through here. Once again, the wood sounds like wood, the stone sounds like stone. Can't get all the way up on there. Our gratings look good. Ah, crap. Out the window. The ladders, or the stairs, look like they work good. The barrels sound like metal. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And then if we want to bring in interior lighting, we can do that as well. Just by grabbing whatever lights we want to from our default sets that come with UDK and applying those. So there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. We have a workable map, but of course you do see that there are some issues with the texture tiling. Actually, those crates look pretty nice. The stone walls don't look bad either, but there are a little bit of issues because of course SketchUp is not designed to be absolutely perfect, but it is good enough for me to show you how to bring in meshes and to work with and utilize those meshes within UDK. We're going to go ahead and save current level. Make sure that, okay, that is saved just fine. And when we come back the next time, we'll start throwing in some extra player start points, and we'll start throwing in some path nodes so that we can actually get a death match going on. And I'll teach you how to use player start points or player spawn points. I'll show you how to use path nodes, and then the episode after that I will show you how to place weapon pickups, health pickups, armor pickups, and things of that nature so that you can have health and weapons and other things as well within your deathmatch and your team deathmatch. But until then, please do not forget to check the links in the description below for the Disabled American Veterans and the Wounded Warriors Project. Let's please help support our veterans. If you liked the video, then hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends and family to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Please don't forget to leave a comment. They are always welcome, good, bad, or somewhere in between. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate your time, your support, your encouragement, your love. You guys are freaking amazing. And until next time, this is Brian Bad Hippie Jackson saying peace, love, clean underwear, and happy gaming.